Here we go.
All right.
Hold on, I don't wipe my mouth.
Get it good and dry.
I want that lip peel when I have it closed for a while. Alright. God. 3, 2, 1. Hello there, Batman fans and large retailers out there everywhere. Troy to the max extreme here.
Dinosaur Neil.
It's big box store day.
Together, we are Imperius Rex.
That is right. And today, we are doing something a little special.
That's right.
Something for the working man out
That's
there.
right.
So, we're talking about the 2020, I think 6-issue, technically, limited series that was originally published as a Walmart exclusive title.
Yeah.
We're talking about Batman Giant, aka Batman Universe.
That's right.
Why are we talking about this?
Because why not?
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Well, one reason, two actually, this is brought to us by one Brian Michael Bendis with artistic duties from Nick Derington.
Yes.
Dave
And-
Stewart on colors, too.
Oh my god. Dave Stewart on colors. Love to see it.
Yeah. If I can say, right off the bat, while we're on the topic of who did this book, I have to say, this trifecta of people are the 3 perfect people to write this type of story.
And they did it.
And they did it. I have to say, Bendis is, kind of, the way he writes it, fits perfectly with Darrington's style, and then the colorist just fleshes that out perfectly.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's it.
Okay, I'm going to say, I love and I'm ashamed to say that I have not seen a lot of Nick Derington stuff.
Oh.
I know he did this. He did the relaunch of Doom Patrol.
That's all I know him from.
And I love those. When I forgot that he did this, and when I picked it up for the read, I'm like, oh my god, I love his artwork.
Yeah.
And the colors, molto bene.
Oh,
They pop so
yes.
good.
Magnificent.
If I can be so bold, we brought up in our...
Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
We brought up in our Discord, maybe top 10 favorite Batman artists. We brought it up once. Oh, Darrington is in there for me. At this, reading this, I was like, this is, awesome. I love the way he does Batman.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Looks good. Agreed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It essentially is Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
If we can all be so bold.
Well,
And this is the first time that Bendis has written a solo Bat title, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Batman's popped up in a couple things that he wrote, like the Leviathan thing for DC, but this is his first trip into the Batcave.
Yeah. And I can't remember what year Bendis actually jumped over and made the jump to DC, but I know if this came out in 2020, maybe it was a few years before that. But his first touches on Batman, if I could be so brave and bold.
Oh, please do.
This is not my favorite Batman writer.
I didn't like it much either.
I like the story as a whole, but I feel like he's very conversational, whereas I like my Batman a tad quieter.
Yep.
I get that. I do get that. I will say, on the other side of the coin,
We're all gonna tread very lightly around Neil because I feel like you like this more than
that could be. Well,
That's all
actually,
right.
my problem was actually with the overall story. I'm like, a lot of this is kind of stupid. Like, I don't understand any of this. But like, the actual some of the dialogue in it, I think, is actually pretty good.
Okay.
And as far as Batman's concerned, like when he's talking, like he is a little conversational, but like when he's talking to Green Arrow, and Green Arrow's like, "Oh, there's just another riddle in here," and Batman's like, "Yeah. It's always a riddle. It's the Riddler."
Yeah.
Like, actually, like, there are some things in here where Batman is, he's still, like,
Kind of sarcastic.
He's sarcastic.
He's very sarcastic.
Yeah. which I think that's just because of, like, how the art and all that stuff blended with each other.
That's true.
I think that's what it was. It's the amalgamation of everything. Because, like, if this were drawn by, like, Kelly Jones or something like that, you'd have been like, this is fucking weird and dumb. Like,
Dave McKean.
yeah. It would have been different, but I think this was great as like their trio.
For this story, they work perfectly
Yeah.
in unison with each other.
Yeah.
I think Bendis is still writing in his Bendis manner. Like I still read it like Teenage Peter Parker and Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Batman does have some good lines, but I agree, he talks way too much. And he is way too open to certain people. Like, there's a part in this where he is shot in the chest and he thinks he's dying. And he's talking to Alfred, but his like earbud fell out, so, and he knows that, so he's just monologuing, talking to no one.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want you to know that I'm really, really upset about dying in the same alley that my parents died in. Really upset.
Yeah.
Like, are you just like trying to fill the page? Like, what? That is not something Batman would say.
I don't know, maybe you would.
Is this a joke?
Yeah.
Is this a game to you,
Yeah.
Bendis? Like,
And I know he does
what is this?
monologues in, like, let's say, The Dark Knight. There's a lot of monologuing in that. But it's, like, an aside, like, to himself.
Yeah.
And it's, like, darker, brooding. And I think it works, I guess, more for the Batman that we know. And this one is more just like, oh, shit, I'm going. I'm fucking dying, man. I'm fucking dying. I'm gonna die, I know it. Nah, but anyway. But I do like... So for me, I personally liked how the story is, like, going everywhere. Bendis wanted to play with all the toys.
Oh, yeah.
And he got to in this Walmart, like, Bendis probably went to DC and like, listen, I want to do this and this and this, and I want to do all of these things.
Bendis, hold on, we got Walmart on the phone.
Hold on.
We have the perfect place where you can find all of those things. At everyday low prices.
And that's probably it's like, well, we got this avenue over here. It's like, I'll take it. And they just like got to play with every toy in the toy box. And I think that's the fun part of this story.
It's fun. This is a fun Batman book, which many people are probably looking for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not my ideal Batman, but I know there's an audience for it.
Yeah, I would say, also not my ideal Batman either. But, like, once you know, like, it's like he's in the Justice League. All the Justice League are these happy-go-lucky kind of, like, folks, it seems. And, like,
Just rubbed off on him.
Yeah, he's just part of the crew. But I like, a lot of him... talking so much as him explaining to dumb Green Lantern and Green Arrow what the hell is even going on. So, like, some of it is actually kind of warranted.
I think it also needs to be said that, like, Batman is probably saying those things because this moves very quickly.
Yeah.
And it's like, keep up. Okay, Batman is, like, making sure he's keeping time with everybody who probably...
We're in Gorilla City now. You gotta keep up.
Probably missed a few issues like this, or bought a double issue, like I did. Because like when the Walmart stuff was coming out, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea. So I started picking up the Batman stuff when I could actually find where they were in one checkout line at the Walmart.
Yeah.
Then I started at issue 5 or Big Giant Batman 5 or whatever it's called, and only got to 9 before I couldn't find them again.
Yeah.
Bought 8 twice. That's what I'm trying to say. Didn't find that out until right before the show.
Oh, God.
But they also had fun ones like Superman. They had
Swamp Thing.
They had a Wonder Woman, a Teen Titans, and like World's Finest. And
It's a cool idea.
Yeah. And I think since then, I don't even know, it maybe lasted a year and a half. maybe. I
However
don't know.
long this went.
Yeah.
So,
year.
but it's now defunct. Like, now they just sell, like, packs of old books that are probably just sitting in their backlot in a storage container or something like that.
Yeah,
But,
you wonder if it was like a failure. Like they deemed it like no one's buying these.
Yeah, I
And
have
like
no
the
idea.
comic fans that want them can't get it. You
Yeah.
know, because they don't know where the fuck they are in Walmart.
Yeah.
They hid behind that one checkout.
Yeah.
Probably has a line out its ass because there's only one person at the cash register. But it is fun, and it helps that the art is outstanding. If the
Yeah.
artist dropped the ball, I would say this would be a chore to read. But it's fun and bouncy and vibrant that it just keeps moving. And even if you're like, what the fuck is this? You're still like, you almost don't have time to say that because it's on to the next thing that quick.
I took notes for this one for the show, and even then I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I almost had to reread it again just to be like, I don't know how he came upon this conclusion, or like why this was happening this way, or why they went to the specific locations. It's just because Bendis was like, because I said so. And you're like,
Yep.
that's fun enough, I guess.
It's a Walmart exclusive, guys. Try to keep up. But the basic storyline is Batman is tracking down this egg that the Riddler stole, and then when he gets a hold of it, it like shoots him across the universe to different planets and
Space and time.
and
or
time,
whatever,
yeah. Yep. And then he crosses paths with a slew of other characters, both the Greens, Arrow and Lantern,
Yep.
Deathstroke, Riddler, Jonah Hex,
Yeah.
Gorilla Grodd, I think,
Yep.
Hawkman,
Yep.
and eventually, like, the main antagonist is Vandal Savage. Been on a little bit of a Vandal Savage kick
I
this year,
personally
too.
love Vandal Savage.
Well, he's been around a while. He's just a poke up here and there.
Yeah.
And there are actually cool ways they play with Vandal Savage in this, because Batman is jumping through time because of this Fabergé egg. And, like, as he's trying to
Watch out for those eggs.
Yeah. So Vandal Savage and Batman are after this egg. And Vandal Savage is like, I'm going to discover the power of this egg. And Batman is also trying to also kind of do the same thing.
Can I offer you an egg in these
Trying
trying times?
But like,
Thank God Brew wasn't there.
I ate it. Fucking brew. But there is a point where they go back to like 1800s with Jonah Hex. And then they jump back to present time, but only Batman does. And Vandal Savage just waited for him 150 years. Like,
waited. I know.
essentially, like, and I thought that was really cool. Like, that, oh, he didn't, but Vandal Savage knows he can live forever, and he's just like, it took me a long time to figure out where you were gonna fucking pop out, and I'm gonna come get you. Like,
I forgot what I was going to say to you. But you rest assured, it was barbed. What's in the egg?
It's a prototype White Lantern ring.
yeah.
Yeah, so before the Green Lanterns were even a thing, they made this, I guess, powerful be-all ring that I don't think is the same thing as the White Lantern ring that Jeff Johns created.
So
in
I
his-
was
had
very
no idea.
curious about that too, because once we discover it's a White Lantern ring, and it's all, because it's like corrupted and not like, it's not right. It was a prototype.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I was like, I'm fairly certain those were a thing already. Like,
They were like the ultimate
They were
thing,
the
right?
ultimate
Like-
ones.
I've never read that wrong.
Yeah, I
It's
was
been on
gonna
my
say.
to-do list, and then Jeff Johns ended up being kind of a shitbag. I'm like, do I?
And Ethan Van Sciver.
Oh my god,
Oh.
and his fucking
Yeah.
toad-loving ass.
Oh, God.
I don't.
They should have just picked a different color that wasn't already established.
Or maybe not even a Green Lantern.
Or,
ring.
yeah, that could have been it. It could have been, I love,
It could have been just an egg.
Yep.
It could have been any new god thing ever. It could have been a
Yep.
new god gobbledygook. Fucking buttfuck Brian or whatever his name is.
Barney.
In an egg.
Yep.
And then, like, let me transport you to Thanagar and let me go back to the 1800s.
Hop into my boom tube.
yeah.
That's how Buttfuck Barney does it.
I'm not up to date on all my lantern lore and stuff, but I'm like, do White Lanterns, can they just do anything?
I don't.
Apparently, I don't know, but like going through time, like I can get like going to different planets and stuff with that, but like back through time and all that stuff was like, I don't know, man. Like, this is, they just wanted to fit in Jonah Hex, I think, for some reason.
Yeah.
I love a Jonah Hex cameo.
Me too.
though.
They're pretty good.
And he's good in this, too.
Oh,
Yep.
while we're in Old West right now, can we talk about the drip that Batman, Old West drip that Batman gets? It's so good because they show back in time and Jonah Hex is like, why are you wearing them fancy uniforms or something like that?
Probably something way more derogatory.
Yeah. So they go buy Old West stuff and Batman comes out.
Jonah Hex is like, what's taking you pansies so long?
Berates them
look-
further for
God
not being
dang it.
I
facially scarred.
was just saying, you're a gross looking Hex. Like, what is your problem?
Look at you, what is that thing on your face?
Can we just snip that off? Yeah, we'd all be a lot better off without that thing
Does
connected.
your jaw fall off if that gets snipped? What happens here? But anyway, I like a good Jonah Hex cameo too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good bet.
And I love that he just shoots Vandal Savage. Like, he's just like, I'm gonna shoot him.
Like Vandal Savage is talking, he's just like, shut the fuck up.
A lot of this book, I feel like, is just an excuse to make Nick Derington draw anything that Bendis dreamed of.
Yeah.
And boy, does he deliver.
Oh, yeah.
There is so many, like, full-page splashes or, like, 30-panel double-page spreads of just battles. There's one amazing shot of Nightwing and Batman going through a submarine, and it's just following them as they go, like, from level to level.
Yeah.
Just jaw-dropping.
Incredible.
Yeah.
A great two-page spread of them at Dinosaur Island.
Yep.
And can we talk about how much Batman loves dinosaurs? He won't shut up about
Get
it.
enough.
Hates sharks, loves dinosaurs. But yeah, it all culminates at the end with like a big, huge celestial, like, mind battle, kind of. Like, they get sucked into the Green Lantern ring, and then Batman wills himself out of it. Vandal Savage then gets his old ass hands on it, and then he becomes almost corrupted by it, because it is broken. It's like a prototype. It doesn't really work the way it should. That's why it's trapped in that egg.
Yeah.
Never to be touched.
You gotta put it somewhere really safe and secure. Like an egg.
Like a very
Safest
fragile egg.
substance known to man. Yeah, Vandal Savage ends up, like, creating a reality where Batman doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And then Bruce Wayne pretty much has to, like, reinvent himself from there
Yeah,
to
return
become
Bruce Wayne.
Batman and basically save Vandal Savage from being in this, like, limbo that he's created.
Yeah.
It is very much just, like, another version of Morrison's Return of Bruce Wayne, but, like, in one issue.
Yeah. And that happens very quickly.
Oh,
Yeah.
like within a few pages.
Yeah, like Vandal's like, I'm gonna make sure no one ever knew you existed, and then poof. And then
Well,
like
that sucks.
2 pages later, he's like, well, I'm back again. I'm Batman. And then just piss pounds him inside the ring, and they jump through all these iconic period these dimensions, like
Yeah, I just saw that.
OG Superman holding up the car
Yep.
from like the action
Black
comics.
Hawk,
Like,
fighter pilots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Themyscira.
it's so cool.
The Metal Men
The
for some
Metal
reason.
Man. For some reason. I feel like whenever a big heavy hitter writer comes to a enormous company for the first time, they always gravitate to these weird oddball characters. Like Brian Michael Bendis come to DC and he's writing the Metal Men. Like, well, okay. Why? When Batman and Green Arrow just beat the shit out of Riddler and Riddler's spouting off and Batman's like, you're embarrassing yourself in front of Green Arrow. Riddler. Feeling all right? And I also love that we realize that Alfred's biggest fear is of aliens. Just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There's this moment where he thinks like the egg might be alien in origin, and Alfred's like, you know that's my biggest fear. Okay, what are we doing? he regains his composure.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this has been something they've talked about before. I also love the opening, like the first 3 panels are from Batman's point of view as he's driving the car, and then he pops open the roof, like gets his grappling gun, shoots up, like crawls up a skyline, and then leaps off, and then we get this big full-page spread of him, like, finally not through his own eyes, of him, like, springing into action.
Yeah.
Like, that is a real good introduction.
Real good.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, everything turns out good for Batman in the end of this. It all wraps up pretty nicely, a nice little bow. But all in all, I think it is a fun story. I have my qualms with it, but it's like over here, it's not canon. Like
It's like more of a kid and new reader friendly
yeah.
story, I think.
Yeah. But it really showcases Nick Derington's stuff. So,
Golly.
Oh yeah, worth it just for that.
yeah, for real.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it takes you everywhere. Like, so
literally
it's
does.
it's a good injection of like just super like
crash course
yeah,
of
it's
the
a
DC
it
universe.
really is, and it's fun. It's fun.
Oh, shoot. Well, I think that's going to do it for Batman Universe.
Yeah. For this episode, man, you got anything you like at Walmart? Post it in the comments down below.
Tell me your favorite thing that you buy at Walmart. Something that you have to like go out of your way to get at Walmart.
Is it a 50-pound bag of dog food? Maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
I don't know. You could buy it with some sweet summer shades. Or you can get it all in the same shop.
That's
you
right.
know?
It's all there at everyday low prices.
Need an oil change? They got you covered.
You need someone killed? You'll find someone to do it for you at Walmart.
That's behind the Walmart. Yeah. But did you guys check out these books? Did you check out any of the other books that were sold there for that short period of time? Let us know.
Yeah.
Comments down below. But I think that's going to do it for the show. So until next episode, we're talking more Batman. I have been Towards the Max Extreme.
I've been Dinosaur Neil.
And I've been Ghost Hunter Dave. We've all been wishing you a wonderful Batyear.
Yeah.
That's very heartwarming.
Thank you.
Well, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I've been watching Jackie Chan movies. They're fucking great.
Old Jackie Chan movies?
Police Story 1 and Wheels on Meals is the ones I've watched.
Fuck! I've always wanted to watch those both.
Wait, what was the second one called?
Wheels on Meals.
Meals on Wheels.
No, it's Wheels on Meals.
Are you serious?
I am. And I looked it up because I'm like, that's strange. Now, Jackie Chan and his cousin own a food truck. That's why it's called something like that. However, it's called Wheels on Meals and not Meals on Wheels because
Someone fucked up the translation.
No, it's because the studio made 2 movies beforehand that started with the word M and they tanked. So they're like, no
What?
more movies that start with the word M. And I'm like, what the fuck? But then it's like, it's from Hong Kong. I don't know what they got going on in there.
That is preposterous.
It's very strange.
That's the one with Benny the Jet in it, right? And they
Yes.
cool fight.
And a castle at the end.
Fuck, I can't wrap my head around that logic.
It's very weird.
So I went and bought Police Story thinking it was the first one. And it was like
Thought we were
the
done with
fourth
Jackie
one
Chan
reboot
trivia.
of it,
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Jackie Chan old and he's barely in it. I'm like, this sucks.
No. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are
Should
the...
throw it out your window in disgust.
I threw in the garbage right away.
Oh!
God damn it, Jackie. Fuck you for being old now.
Oh, what?
Just kidding.
He'd still kick the shit out of
Those
you.
He
movies are, like, had me laughing how funny they were.
They had me.
Like, you don't just sit in your house alone and laugh often. And these movies had me laughing. I'm telling you. Stop it.
You got an air leak.
What cover do you want?
I don't care. Give me a good one.
What?
You have 2 of that one?
Oh, fuck. Well, you can have that one.
I'm keeping this. Batman a dino. Heck yeah. Batman loves dinos.
God damn it. That's probably one I'm like, oh, I don't have that one. And then I bought it again and got home and like, fuck me.
I love that you didn't realize it until just now. Like, you literally
Did you
never
read
even
that
looked
issue
twice.
I literally got like, okay, I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I looked just now and be like, nope.
5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9.
9. God damn it.